most of the people that come here, they come here almost as last resort. They've tried resolving whatever issue they had. They prayed about it. They talked to other people about it. They cried about it. They even pretended that it was going to go away or get better. And now they're coming to an organization where they don't know anybody and asking for help. Do you realize how desperate that person is? When they come in, ¿en qué modo le puedo servir? How can I help you? That's Friendly House.
You know, if Friendly House hadn't existed then one of the few beacons of hope wouldn't have existed then.
Of course, the Friendly House was the pioneer, the trailblazer, the true history of what it meant to serve people. All of us have needed help, and the Friendly House has been there for them.
You know, the role that Friendly House plays in this community, it's ironic that we are still facing the same challenges that we faced 30 years ago on immigration and social reform, educating our children, our adults, training our folks in the workplace. And it's a tribute to the Friendly House and its staff that they continue to serve the needs of our community and make it a better place to live.
Just after its statehood, Arizona saw the largest influx of immigrants from all parts of the world.
Friendly House was started. It was started 8 years after Arizona became a state, right at the beginning, and has survived all these years, has changed, evolved would be a better term, evolved into what you have today.
Phoenix sees its population explode from 11,000 to 29,000 in a very short period of time. The Phoenix Americanization Committee creates Friendly House to serve the influx of immigrants and refugees from the Mexican Civil War and World War I, all seeking assistance to start their lives over again.
I grew up in Peoria, but I was born in Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico, and which is really how the story unfolds. We, through a series of events, came to the United States when I was young. I was, I think, in the first grade. And at that point, we began the process in applying for our papers. Well, I didn't know what that process was all about. I just knew that we were going through that process. And I remember being in the 6th grade, and within a month's period of time, I had won the spelling bee, and also was facing an immigration hearing to decide whether we were going to get to stay in the United States or not. So I remember that we were there for a day, and we received our answer, which was yes, that day, which was not very common back then. This is where they came to, apply to do the paperwork, and the Friendly House facilitated that whole process. Just the mere fact that the Friendly House was here just really helped us in that regard. And who knows what it might have happened.
From its inception in 1920, receiving immigrants from all parts of the world, surviving economic depression, 2 world wars, a turbulent period of racial unrest, and now, 90 years later, its services include immigration services, workforce development, adult education, family services and counseling, Academia del Pueblo, a charter school, early childhood development, youth services, adult home care.
Political correctness runs hot and cold. People try to profit from whatever the winds of change makes profitable. Friendly House has, since my involvement back in the late 60s, early 70s to today, has just focused on one thing, and that's making people's lives better. And they've done it with integrity.
Friendly House means to me a place where we all can feel a familial sense for it, some place that you are welcome just like you would be welcome at your Nana's house if you didn't know her, because everybody was welcome to the household. It's that type of place, but it also, Friendly House is a place to me that people can look for support, encouragement, advancement, and a place where When you don't think you have anybody that can help you, you can always knock on our door, and by all means, we'll welcome you to the house and see if there's anything we can help you out with. So it's a place of a lot of characteristics of the Hispanic community.
Friendly House has never forgotten its original mission to uplift and support the Hispanic community and immigrants.
Y todo fue de aquí, todos mis trabajos, fue una cadena de la Friendly House.
Es muy emocionante porque puedes decir que lo has logrado, ¿no? Yo lo he podido hacer y lo he logrado, entonces yo creo que mucha gente también lo puede hacer. Ok, Friendly House para mí ha sido todo.
Friendly House has always remained relevant and responsive to what the needs are of the day. All through history, we have responded since our inception. We've responded locally to what's happening nationally.
We're always going to have a need for immigration. We're always going to have a need for adult education. Those have always been the background of the Friendly House, and I think we need to provide those well into the future.
We're celebrating our 90th anniversary of the Friendly House. That's monumental. For a private not-for-profit to exist as long as it has and to go through the challenges of depression, the economies, the recessions, and now here another one, and still be able to exist. I think that part of it is that not swaying from the original mission of the organization. It's still grounded in the community.
Friendly House. Never has one organization made the steps into a different culture so friendly.